I'm excited to share compassionate release with you. It's a really simple way to let go of anything that's bothering you. And I'll be sharing with you a simple 3-step process for compassionate release. And the 3 steps are: first, to identify what's bothering you, to call it out and really call it out in your mind. Because the more you're able to bring it to the surface of your awareness, the easier it is to let it go. So that's the first step. The second step is to practice compassion towards yourself and the other. And then the third is what I call active acceptance. And it's coming to terms with what's happened. And that's part of letting go. So I'm going to go into this a little bit more. But first, I would like to start by asking you some questions. And so what I love to do is combine meditation together with coaching by asking questions. Just by asking questions. So let's start just with centering ourselves and taking a few breaths. I'm going to ask you some questions and guide you through a sequence, and then we'll come together. Let yourself find a comfortable seat, or you can also lie down if you're not able to sit. Let's take a few breaths together. Nice and easy, breathing in. And then exhale, relaxing the entire body and releasing any stress or pent-up energy from your day. And taking another breath in and exhaling, grounding down to the earth, letting yourself have roots into the earth and coming into your center, the center of your body, the center of your being, and being fully present in your body. And imagine bringing all of your attention into your heart space. So right there in the back of your heart, breathing in to the back of your heart and letting it open and soften, and exhaling out through the front of your heart. Just a gentle letting go. And we'll take 2 more breaths like that, breathing in peace and breathing out calm. Breathing in peace and breathing out calm. Letting yourself be anchored and centered in your heart, and just be open to some of these questions. Notice what comes intuitively, effortlessly to the surface of your awareness. No filtering. Can feel and think anything you want. Let this be easy. Let it be relaxed. And the first question is, what's bothering you? Or what's been bothering you? anything that has been in your mind. Maybe there's stories. Stories of the past that include other people. And it's anything that has been causing you stress or suffering, tension. And just put it out in front of you like you can see it in a bubble right in front of you. So don't necessarily bring it all the way in, but just become aware of what's been hard. What has been hard? How are you let down or upset, disappointed, sad? So just noticing what it is and how it makes you feel. And now let's bring in consciously compassionate awareness as we keep looking at this. So same situation, but let's just invite in the intention of compassion, the intention of loving kindness. And as you do that, see if you start to even notice a shift. Maybe you feel a little bit more spaciousness, or it's easier to breathe. So first, see yourself with compassion. Knowing that you're suffering on some level, there's a struggle that's there. There's a tension. But see if you can just see yourself and notice if it feels different now. How do you feel now about it? Is there still that same level of charge and energy, emotion? Or has it shifted just a little bit? Just noticing and breathing and being true to your own experience. And let the mind take a back seat as you open your heart, open the awareness of your divine heart that has wisdom and truth. That can hold a larger perspective. Just keep connecting to this place within yourself. And the next question is, what do you need to let go of? What would serve you in letting go? What would serve you? So this could be a belief. It could be an expectation of someone else that they should be a certain way or think a certain way, or whatever it might be. What is it that you're learning to let go of that's causing you the suffering. Whatever it might be, if this person didn't acknowledge you or see you or do what you wanted or whatever it might have been, what is the thing? Is there a belief or a thought or a story that's there that would serve you in letting go, releasing the grip, releasing the hold and the tension, even if just for a few moments? So I'd like you now to return back to, what's been cycling in your mind. Maybe it's a relationship or whatever it might be, the thing that's been on your mind, on your heart, that caused you suffering. Go back to that and just take a moment to return back, seeing it out there in that bubble space in front of you. Just so there's a little bit of space and detachment that's there to create some neutrality in the perspective. So when you go there and you think about what upset you about the situation, so think about the thing that upset you. Just say to yourself, whether you believe it or not, just see what it feels like. I accept that XYZ. So whatever the thing that bothered you about that situation, about the person, just in front of it, say, I accept that that's what happened, or that's who that person is, or that's where they're at. I accept. And just notice what happens when you put I accept in front of it. Just for a moment, try it on. And see if you feel a little bit of relief in that. Just a little bit of that heaviness, that tightness is a little bit looser. And take some breaths here. Breathing into your heart. Breathing into the space of compassionate awareness as we say, I accept. Sometimes when reality doesn't match what our mind thinks it should be, we react. So we have a reaction, a negative reaction. So anything that you have a negative emotion or thought that causes pain, tension, or suffering is a healing opportunity. It's just an opportunity to see and relate from a new perspective, to open up that space. So when we experience something and it doesn't match what our mind thinks it should be, then it can cause us suffering because it didn't meet our demand or our expectation. And it's possible even in spirituality that we have shoulds, that should not be that way, that should not happen, people should not behave in this. And so when they do something that doesn't match what we think should happen, we can get hurt and we can feel sad and angry and disappointed. So that's natural when that happens. But it also doesn't serve us to stay stuck in a loop of suffering. It doesn't serve us to point the finger or to blame. So when we can begin to shine and radiate compassion towards ourselves and then extend it towards others, it allows there to be some release. So we're meeting what's hard with what's soft. Meeting hardness with softness, with kindness, with love and acceptance. And noticing how it shifts our inner landscape and experience. So taking another few breaths into the heart space, clearing and centering. Blessings and namaste.